Hello, guys. Today we are going. I'm gonna talk about Project Hail Mary, the movie from this year, 2026, and it's pretty good. It's very good, based on the book, I presume, and the way they explain things is very let's say sci-fi uh, oriented, but there are some uh, details which didn't stuck to me that well. First of all, what's the synopsis? What's the plot? Basically, our solar system, our sun is slowly eaten by astrophages, and astrophages are like cellular organism who can just eat the the solar waves of the star, and the star will die out very quickly. So in order to let's say uh, in order to avoid our sun progressive dying down or very quickly than normally, we need to invent a countermeasure. And a countermeasure is basically to create a cellular organism similar to astrophage, but the organism which will eat the astrophage. And across the movie, this process of science and how it's done is shown to us. Of course, everything is a little bit simplified for a viewer to understand what's going on, and the relationship between Grace, the scientist who just happens to be the one and only survivor on his ship, and a Rocky who is only alien engineer who is basically a sentient rock, is quite charming and quite funny at times. And the whole movie is very good. However, there is one thing which bothers me with when they go to a nearby planet to collect the samples from the atmosphere of this planet. So basically, this is the starship. This is here is a tip. Here is a bag with a burner with thrusters. So basically, what they do, if here is a planet, so basically they are on orbit around this planet, and around this planet, and what they do is burning the thrusters, basically decreasing the altitude to go very close to the planet, and then they should just let's say switch a little bit trajectory and accelerate. But in the movie, there is only a deacceleration shown in this movie. And this is a little bit worrisome for me, because I play Kerbal Space Program. This is the simulator of creating a spaceship and flying this spaceship. And I know for a fact that if you go and decrease, basically hitting the brakes, you will fall into this planet. So there is no shot of the aircraft actually turning and accelerating so it would reach an orbit, stable orbit around this planet with a dense atmosphere. Uh, but it's like a nitpick. It's a nitpick. Basically, that's how gravity works. When you slowing down on the orbit, you're gonna crash. But if you uh, do a little bit switch and accelerate, you will go into the orbit again, say on the in the safe altitude where the atmosphere will not reach you. And the what's also is not shown in this movie is the solar panels of the spaceship the Grace is using to do this maneuver is like uh, the solar panels should break off immediately during during encountering atmosphere, because there will be atmosphere and air and gases resistance against them, so they would lose almost all solar panels. So solar panels should be closed, retracted into the spaceship in order to avoid power outage later on. So that's what's a little bothers me. But the movie is simplified enough so the viewer would understand what are they doing, why are they doing this, and also there is a little bit of biology introduced, very like surface level biology, how to prepare in theory a vaccine against astrophages. So basically, the whole mission is to collect the samples from this planet, introduce those samples of microorganisms into astrophages, so to see if the astrophages are consumed by this bioorganism and send it to Earth, and also send it to the place of origin of this alien engineer, who will also need it to save his star system. So the movie is very well put together. Sometimes there are very oversimplified tidbits, let's say, but this doesn't ruin the experience, even for space nerd or someone who interests himself in space travel and sci-fi, let's say, literature. So uh, movie is very good. Movie is very good. However, I would love to see the same thing which happens in Kerbal Space Program, where there is like shown the orbit of the spacecraft and how you need to the basically to decelerate, turn, and accelerate in order to avoid collision with Earth. So that's good. That would be great if that would be more transparent, but this doesn't, let's say, ruin the experience for a viewer. Even for me, I thought that this movie was very good, very well put together, and The only CGI moments are during basically showing us spacecrafts of spacecraft of scientists and spacecraft of this alien sentient rock engineer. So that's that. The only thing which took away for me from this experience is that there is an artificial gravity, but that's explainable because the spaceship is constantly accelerating, so it speeds up, so there will be a gravity on this spaceship, and there are some also moments where the spaceships are not accelerating, they basically drifting through the space, and there is shown the zero gravity experience also. So that's good. However, when the spaceship is moving or tilting or doing something else, there are no let's say tiny thrusters across it. So in Kerbal Space Program, for example, you need for your rocket to have tiny thrusters in every four configurations in order for a rocket to move. And when they are working, they basically exhaling, those thrusters are exhaling a paths of gas or let's say monopropellant. So the rocket could move or position itself in certain way. In this movie, it's not this kind of let's say maneuverability is not shown by monopropellant thrusters, and that's a shame. But then again, maybe those side thrusters across this human spaceship exhaling gases which are not visible. That's also cool uh, because in the movie there is like this spaceship is moving, rotating or something like that, but there is never shown a thruster taking psst, a gas into the air in order for a rocket or spaceship to tilt a little bit. So that's my only let's say but all in all, the movie is great. Sometimes some things are overly simplified in order to plot to progress. However, it's not bad. It's very like understandable. They need to, let's say, cut certain portions of time for scientists and sentient space rock engineer to get together to communicate with each other, and for the most part everything is very well done in that regard. So that's my thoughts on Project Hail Mary, and this is a very good movie. Very good, very good, very good movie. The some details are overly simplified, but all in all, I had a very good time watching this. And the main character, Grace, is not really a hero or someone who signed up for the task saving basically his solar system and Earth, including life on Earth, but he manages to be brave. He becomes brave, or at least brave enough to do his mission along the way. And by the end of this movie, he also decides to help his alien companion, even though he will be very, very far from home. And yeah, that's quite a good movie, and that's it. See ya.